Honestly, my pick might genuinely be, like, not as a joke, Father Christmas by the Kinks. I do quite like that song. Can't really think of many others that I don't actively dislike, to be honest. Load game, where were we? Mysteries. Oh yes, we had turned into a shambling mound and we've been accused of murder. So we're gonna investigate the murder. Try and clear our own name, which seems like a real bucking of due process. The Kinks have too many good songs for such a Tory band. Yeah. It's like the Village Green Preservation Society is such a great album, despite being something I ethically disagree with. Like, politically, I should hate that album, but it's so good. It's great. Right, everybody follow the shambling mound that I am right now. I really love the Kinks. They were probably my most listened to band for like 4 years when I was in secondary school. I really love the Kinks. I don't really listen to them much anymore, but honestly, that's mainly through like over-listening. You know, when you listen to something so much you can't bear to listen to it anymore. It's like the same relationship I have with the Elder Scrolls games, is that I have simply played them too many times to ever play them again. And Fallout as well. Right, where were we going exactly? As the shambling mound? I need to look up my journal. Calindra, a miner in Portlash, said she's looking for an orange-haired miner in Bradbury, named Bradbury. She claimed that he was last seen heading into the Duskwood. The ranger Malin claims to have seen smoke rising from a ridge just above Duskwood Grove. She thinks there could be someone dwelling there, and since the grove lies quite close to Ember, this person may know something about the massacre. Good. A man named Elgin claims to have witnessed the events in Ember. Sand is skeptical, but he's worried that it could somehow be used against you. You should question Elgin and other local townsfolk about his tale. And then, Nya. I have agreed to help Nya by tending to Ember's dead. She's asked you to sprinkle some worm sage powder on the villagers' corpses to prevent them from rising as the undead. Which I think is a thing in D&D. However, it feels like something, you know, like one of those insufferable people like Wiccas or whatever would ask you to do, and you'd go, oh, leave me alone. They try and sell you a crystal straight afterwards. I'm sure it'll be fine. I guess we should talk around here to see if anybody knows anything about Elgin. Do you know anything about Elgin? Nya? Show me what you have for sale. No, she doesn't. She just wants to sell me things. Browse my incense and crystals. They'll cure your cancer. Is anybody willing to talk to the shambling mound? What's my charisma as a shambling mound? 11. Not bad. Anybody interested in talking to the shambling mound? Haljal? Do you want to talk to the shambling mound? Do you know anything about what happened to Ember? There we go. Haven't heard much more than the rumours, though that idiot Elgin claims to have been there, even fought the attackers, he says. Pa! I've never said pa or ba. Like, it doesn't come naturally to me. I don't think I've ever heard anybody genuinely say it outside of A Christmas Carol. I take it you don't believe him? Portlast's resident braggart he is, always boasting of deeds done and dragons slain. Mind you, no one has ever seen him do anything. Man can't handle a butter knife, much less a stout blade. I took pity and tried to teach him a few tricks, but he was hopeless. We should bring this little fact to Elgin's attention. We just gonna humiliate him until he kills himself? Is that the plan here? We need to take some of the wind out of his tails, and quickly. Alright. Let's do that, I guess. I guess we're gonna gather everybody in the tavern, say, hey, I heard you're really shit. Half Thor, or whatever his name is, has said that you can't even hold a sword. Actually, babes. Where's the inn? I can't remember. It's over here. Oh yeah, it was by those guys that tried to kill me. Why am I stuck? Does anybody know why I'm stuck? There we go. I don't know if I should be a shambling mound while in the town. It feels like it's not gonna be amenable to entering doors. Okay, I'm still a mound. Good. I'm gonna switch to this view because it's a bit easier to move around. I wonder if a stray cat is gonna sleep in my belly hole. Elgin, I need to humiliate you. Let's talk about Ember. Alright, what do you want to know? I can't remember what accents I gave any of these people, by the way. Haljal said that you can barely handle a blade, yet you managed to kill many of these attackers.
What? He's wrong. I didn't need his training. I learned to fight somewhere else.
You don't know her. She goes to another school.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Now that clearly wasn't enough. Can I talk to you? We need more heroes like Elkin around. You know what? The little cat can lead the party for a while. Have we killed the bard yet? Can I not go through doors? As the cat can't even go through doors.
You'll follow behind me, alright?
Thank you for the sub, by the way. I mean, we have stripped the bard of his materials and left him in the camp forever. I hope there is a mod I can get at some point to murder him. Him and Bishop. Or Benjamin, or whatever the fuck his name is. I hate them so much. Especially Benjamin. Do I need to talk to somebody else? I guess I can talk to the cop in charge of the investigation. Although he's no Columbo. I don't know how helpful he's going to be. That'll do. Stop getting caught in things. You're already limping. Why am I limping? Shambling mound. Can I just walk? Walk. I'm penned in. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Go on. There. Thank you.
What do you want?
Just once they know their place. Actually, I tried to look this up in the Monstrous Compendium, but it wasn't in there. If I go out here and say Shambling Mound Monster Manual. Is there an entry here? Shambling Mound. Can it, like, tell me, like, a description of them? No, it just tells me what they do. Give me, like, a cool description.
Shambling Mound.
That's not a description. That's just what they're called. Shambling Mound. Second edition. There we go. Shambling mounds, or shamblers, appear as heaps of rotting vegetation. They're actually an intelligent form of vegetable life, roughly humanoid-shaped, with a size of 6 to 9 feet and a girth of about 6 feet at their base. Ooh. And 2 feet at their summit, the head. They're fearless attackers and perhaps the most deadly form of plant life known. Okay. We can also turn into a giant tree, but shambling mounds might be even better. Are they vegan to eat? I guess not. I guess in this world, plants aren't all plant-based, might not be vegan. And this is the image I'm looking at of a shambling mound with a fat ass. Habitat Society. They're only found in the regions of dense rainfall and vegetation. Dismal swamps, marshes, and rainforests are their favourite climes. But some wet subterranean places also serve as shambler lairs. Just like me, for real. They are solitary beasts, only rarely living in the same area as other shamblers. Right, cool. They have a small brain-like control center located deep in their chest cavity. That's mean. What is their int? Does it give their intelligence low, 5 to 7? Honestly, it's not that much lower than my druid, so we'll take it. Resume game. This is the picture of I'm looking at of a shambling mound with a fat ass. Listen, what you do in your own time is your business.
What
Hieronymus
brings
Bosch,
you before
talk to me. I don't think I can ask him about this, annoyingly. Quote 1616, Spider Mummy. I don't think I necessarily get the Spider-Woman thing. Not Spider-Woman as in the comics character, but the anthropomorphized Spider-Women that you sometimes see on your social medias. I don't think I would like to date a spider. They seem a bit too fucked up. And also, they might kill me, and not in a fun way. Let's leave, I guess. Okay, it's all about moths. Of all the bugs, they're one of the kindly ones, right? Like, there's something, and this is, I guess, sort of reverse racism? Is that what you'd call this? Positive stereotyping? Where, when you look at a moth, you think they're wholesome. Same with ladybirds, and roly-polies. Whenever you see one of them, you're like, you look like a smiley, chill guy. But spiders, they just look a bit evil. So do ants. Might be problematic. I guess we'll go to this place, right? We'll go to the world map. Where can I go? Duskwood is right there. Merchant Quarter, Old Owl Wells, Dwarven Scouts. Did we ever go to the Dwarven Scouts? I guess we're going to Duskwood or Ember. Let's go to Ember first. We should take care of the zombie problem. Let's go Ember. Why not? What about a worm? Was this where we were before? I genuinely don't remember. We went through a village. I think it was this village. And we saved them by killing a lot of Githyanki. And then the woman who was over there in this house is the one who's the witness against me. So either she's been charmed or she's just a liar. By the gods, these villagers, they were cut down like dogs. You shouldn't cut down dogs either, Battle Axe or whatever your name is. Look at the people. None of them have weapons in their hands. This wasn't even a fight. I was just travelling through here last season. There was the quartermaster's house. And Elaine's home. By the gods, who could have done this? None of them were soldiers. It would have been a massacre. My dear, it was a massacre. Let's see what we can find. Right. Good stuff. I'm not a shambling mound anymore. Boo. Would it be disrespectful, or possibly even hurt my case, if I were to loot the bodies? I heard something moving in the well. Well, I was going to check there anyway, just in case... What's her name? What's the name of the ring girl? I can't remember her name. Sadako. That's it. Maybe Sadako is living down there. It could be a survivor or one of the murderers. I say we find out. It's been like 2 weeks, hasn't it, since this happened? I doubt it's one of the murderers. It's probably just a cat. This well stands silent, untouched by the flames that ravaged Ember. A rope hangs down into its depths. I don't know if I want to climb down the rope yet. First, I need to cleanse these corpses, right? What do I do here? How do I cleanse them? How do I... I've got some powder, right? Do I put it here on my hotbar? And then just click on them? Ooh, there we go. You've been cleansed. Now you just dissolve into mulch, I suppose. We'll do that with all the bodies. We said we would, so we may as well. Wonderful. I think I'd be fine at this job. I've said before, I don't think I would feel any sort of revulsion at dead bodies. I've seen, like everybody, I've seen dead bodies. But it's never been like a, ew, a dead body thing. It's just, it's going to be the most oh no, a dead cat will cleanse you as well.
Everybody,
oh!
follow me.
Why did you fucking spook me there? It's going to be the most insufferable thing I say in this stream, because it's very stereotypically vegan. When I see a dead body, I kind of just look at it the same as passing a butcher's shop. You fucking get over it, right? It's the same shit, it's just some meat. I've never seen a dead body. I guess this is showing my Irishness, that, you know, it's fairly normal to just see... I mean, not lying in the road, but like at a wake, for instance, you just... A traditional Irish wake, you have the body in your house for a couple of days. I've never had that, but you know, you see the body, you go up and go, cool, see ya, and then eat some crisps next to it, or whatever. That's like the standard thing. You eat some like cocktail sausages and some chips next to the body in the back room of a pub or something. It's not very strange. I recognize that the traditional Irish wake of having the body in your house for a while is a little weird. There's a scene like that, actually, in the film Belfast. I was talking about Belfast earlier, the city. But there's a movie called Belfast, directed by Kenneth Branagh, which I quite liked. Not a lot of people did, but I really liked it. And they have an Irish wake in that, where they're just literally eating some chips, like from a takeaway, eating some chips next to the corpse of their relative, and it's just, you know, a thing. We all poop and we all dead, exactly. Bye, Granddad. Ooh, potatoes. I mean, yeah. Like, you go into... There's usually a sprayed on. Not on the body, but you know what I mean. What is it, Send? This corpse is unusually discoloured. What, the cat? Much different from the usual decay. What does this mean? Just doing my job. The sooner I put together these pieces, the sooner I... That's probably not what he meant. It's probably more like an inquisitive... These wounds are superficial, not deep enough to kill. And the scent, coupled with the discoloration of the skin here and here. This man died from poison, and an unusual one at that. The Derry Girls Wake episode is very funny. I've never seen it, because I watched one episode and went, not for me. Is it considered bad form to ask someone to hand you the potatoes over the dead body? I think in, like, an Irish wake, that's fine. They're actually to be buried with those potatoes. Like, you just... Again, in the movie, and from what I've heard of people who have had the wakes, they're kind of just some furniture. Like, you use them as a coffee table. Right, he's been poisoned. You won't find any in the apothecaries or potion shops in Neverwinter, but it's a local favourite among several of the less friendly assassins' guilds in Luskan. Ooh! I don't even know how you can tell that. Yeah, you could just be making shit up, Send. Trust me, I've seen a lot of death over the centuries. How old are you? Let me take a sample. I think it will serve as a valuable piece of evidence. We should keep searching for more clues. Send, can I see your, like, biography? How old are you?
Me, your new glorious leader.
How do I check? How old is he? I don't know if I got to choose my... I did choose my age when I started this game, right? Is there, like, a biography of him? How do I... Oh, I can change portraits. Who's this emo fucker? I don't like him at all. Clothes? He must be like 400 years old, I guess. We just meet for cake after the funeral. Oh. Again, I think it's more like sausages and chips here. Like, that's what I did after the last funeral I was at least. Everybody went to the back of a pub and sort of just like had some curly fries and sausages. Right, sprinkle some weed over the dead cat. Did it not work? Oh, what, you don't consider cats as a body, do you? That could join as a zombie horde. Right, you get cleansed. Perfect. Kick your feet onto Peter, let him take the load. It must have been, like, when this was very prevalent, because I think it is dying out a bit, but when it was very prevalent, must have been fantastic for necrophiliacs. It's basically being served in a special tray for you to enjoy. Because I don't think you get many opportunities outside of that. Oh dear. I'm just saying it would be very convenient if you were one. I don't get it myself. I was about to say no shame. Maybe a little shame. It depends, I guess. Like, I'm not against cannibalism. I'm not pro it necessarily, but I'm fine with it as long as it's all consensual. I guess if you sign a contract first and are like, once I'm dead, oh, there's a guy! Okay, we can talk to that guy instead of whatever the fuck we're doing. But, like, as long as you maybe put it in your will, oh, and by the way, Daniel gets to fuck me afterwards, then, sure, whatever. It's like, I don't think you would necessarily go to prison if you bought, like, a corpse of a pig from a butcher and had sex with it. You'd probably not be looked on kindly by the community, but I don't see what's different about it being a human. It seems we found the quartermaster's log. A little charred, but intact. Let's see. He sure did keep a lot of notes. It's not as complicated as it seems. In fact, over the past few weeks, it doesn't look like many shipments actually came into Ember. Not even from Luskan? That's odd. Not if Luskan knew there wouldn't be any reason to send the shipments anymore, which would mean they knew the village would be destroyed. Let's save this for the trial. Yippee! Okay, I guess we'll talk to Guyvan in a second, but first I would like to dissolve these bodies into mulch. In order for the household deed to be transferred, Daniel must fuck me by 2 PM the day after I die. I don't know which would be better, I guess. Would you want it to be, like, extremely fresh or not fresh and preserved? Because I don't know when rigor mortis sets in and how long it sets in for, because I know it eventually stops. Can I not sprinkle? I'm going to, even just for show, I'm going to sprinkle over the cats. Because there's a lot of dead cats here. Just sprinkle, there we go. And sprinkle on this one too, please. Nishka, you'll have to move. Oh, some people prefer cold, Peter. Is your wholesome era over now? See, this is the thing. I think if I talk to people about, like, eating a side of pork, they don't go, oh, wholesome era over. If I talk to them about eating a man, they go, wholesome era over. I think it's a matter of perspective, and one is no worse than the other. Yay! Nya is over with. It sets in quite quickly and dissipates after, like, a day, I believe, so pretty soon. Okay. That's a yes. This can be wholesome if I say it's wholesome. It's about 3 weeks of half-arsing it. I just think a lot of people are unnecessarily squeamish about lots of things. Maybe I'm just unusually unsqueamish. There's very few things that make me disgusted. I think I have a very, very, very high tolerance for disgust. Weirdly, one of the few is mucus. Don't vibe with mucus in any sense. Mucus and phlegm, that freaks me out. But aside from that, you can kind of do anything and I'll go, yeah, good for you. Having a bacon sandwich is not equivalent to knobbing a dead body. Again, this will make people leave or come hurt me with bricks. However, I genuinely think, ethically, they are the same. That is not a joke that time. Sets in as soon as 4 hours after and dissipates as soon as an hour is an hour in. Gone after 8 hours at room temperature. Oh, that's pretty quick, says Google at least. Absolutely dreading Dreya's funeral. Thankfully, I should be long dead before then. We're basically the same age. You should take ethics. I did. Read an article about the Elwood dog meat farm today. I think it's one of the best ideas in the history of satire. I mean, again, if you're outraged at the idea of eating dog or human meat, and you still eat pig meat, for instance, I think take a look in the mirror. We keep running into each other. There's definitely more than luck of the road at work here. I can't remember your voice either, so you get generic Brit. Unfortunately, this will likely be our last meeting. Why? Why is this our last meeting? That's ominous. Are you going to try and kill me? Or have you been stabbed? I came here to explore the wonders of the Duskwood, and instead found great tragedy. I've seen many things in my years, both wonderful and terrible, but seeing the fate of this town, I feel as if my remaining years have escaped me. My journeys must now come to an end. Oh, get over it. It's just a massacre. The only thing left for me is to find a warm fire to rest my bones beside. Like, again, he probably fucking eats rasher sandwiches. And perhaps some eager listeners to hear what I have learned from the road. Did you see what happened in the village? Unfortunately, no. I arrived after this senseless slaughter. So what are you complaining about? You didn't even see the killing. That's like the traumatizing bit. Just seeing it afterwards is much less grim. All I can tell you is that this was not done by orcs or barbarians. Now I must go. Seeing this senseless massacre has made my soul cold. Naught to do now but find a place to sit out the rest of my days and try to forget what I've seen. You've ruined Guyven! You're welcome to stay at my home. You really mean that? I'm very grateful. I think I'll take you up at that offer soon. Your kind words have inspired me to make... This guy is so fickle. Your kind words have inspired me to make one last journey. When I'm done, I will find you and share with you my knowledge of the road. And off he runs. Good for you. I can heal you if you... Okay, fine. I guess that's okay. I think the last thing to do in this village is go down the well. Sending our love down the well. Is that the best parody song ever written? I don't even mean in terms of, like, musical quality. I mean just in terms of accuracy of how shit those, like, Band-Aid songs were. Let's go into the well, please. Everybody following? What was that noise? I guess it must be from down the well. But, woo! Sorry, I got spooked by my own dinosaur, and that's the noise I made. I saw the dinosaur coming out from behind the well and thought it was some sort of shambling beast. Actually, before we do this, do nothing. I would like to cast all my buffs again, because they wore off. Is that all of them? I thought we had more. Well, whatever. That's fine. Down the well, please. Climb down the rope. I don't know what I'm looking at. just a cave. There's some sparkles there. Get some sparkles. You found an ore deposit. It's not useful. You can't gather ore. It's like Gothic. Oh! I forgot that guy! We gave him Brendan's knife on the way through when we first saw this village. And he said, didn't he? All of the well will be destroyed except for me. I need your knife. And then we gave him a knife because that didn't seem ominous. Sorry, just people discussing my funeral. Everyone looking very ashamed the day after letting the estate go to charity. Are you alright? I'm hungry, but I'm okay. What happened to the village? Men came. When I saw them, I knew they were the ones who would kill everyone. There was no place for me to hide except in the well. It's worse than that. In order for the household deed to be transferred, Dreya mustn't fuck me. Forming a human shield around the body, armed with clubs. I think I should clarify. I am not... To my knowledge, at least, it's never been presented as an option to me, so you never know, I guess, until it comes to it. But I am not, to my knowledge, a necrophiliac. It's just all thought experiments. Leave me your Twitch keys in the will. I watched them kill all the people. I didn't want to, but it felt important for me to see what happened so I could tell you. Okay, can you be a star witness? Can you go up the little ropo there and be put on trial with me so I don't get beheaded? This seems valuable. Although we could just be accused of grooming the child, like brainwashing him in a cave. We did find him in a cave. Who did this? There were 12 of them, I think. They had dark armor, and one of them looked like you. I knew he wasn't, though. And how did you know that? When I really focused on her, she started to look different. I saw a man who was big and mean, like an ogre, but bald. Are ogres not bald in this world? Or can't they be bald? Ogres are really into Rogaine. This testimony could prove useful. We should take him back with us to Neverwinter when we're done here. Of course. You've been down here all this time? Yes. I knew you would be coming, so I waited. I'll take you back to Port Last if you like. I can make it on my own. Alright, be careful, I guess. I'll wait for you at the Alliance Arms Inn. Falgor always has some extra food, and places at his hearth. At least he knows some people around here. He won't be completely abandoned, I guess. Here's the knife you gave me. It helped me survive, but I don't need it anymore. Bye! I mean, do I need Bishop's Dagger? What even is this? Oh! Massive criticals, keen, extra melee damage, and dex +2. That's pretty good. You might want that, Nishka.
Yes.
You're the dagger woman, right? You're using a dagger +3 right now, which might actually be better. Another +2 dex might be good. It doesn't really seem to stack above what you already have. We'll see. We'll compare prices and stuff later. Who gets chat after you die? We're past that. You're some other kind of monstrosity beyond necrophilia. Beyond Necrophilia is my least favourite Mad Max film. Tina Turner's great in it, though. Oh, there's a door here. Can I unlock this door? I don't know about this. Are we in a spooky cave? We are in a spooky cave. Where have we gone? I don't... This feels like monsters are going to happen. It's doing that spidery The Shining music in the background. Oh! Nishka, your whole job is to find these. What is an ulip? Hang on, can I examine an ulip? This little humanoid has a flat face, broad nose, pointed ears, wide mouth, and small sharp fangs. It's just like me for real. It walks upright, but its arms hang down almost to its knees. An ulip. Hello, ulip. Do you want to talk? Are we cool with each other?
More intruders! Wake up! Wake up! Stay back or we'll kill you!
I have no qualms with the ulips, friends. I don't mean you any harm.
Other intruders say same thing, then he attack us.
Who was this other intruder?
He was human, very fast with sharp weapons. He killed some of the tribe, but we kill him too. Gleck take his skull for trophy. Stick shiny stones where eyes used to be.
I don't mind trading. I've got plenty of money. Do you want to trade that skull with me? I'll give you, I don't know, gold or a lovely evening. Whatever you like. We should find out more about this intruder. He could have been one of the ones who attacked Ember. Well, obviously. Can I speak to Gleck?
Why? Intruder was friend?
Actually, he may have been an enemy.
You wait here. We'll see if Gleck wants to talk to you.
I like the ulips, I've decided. Ulips are nice.
Gleck say you can come as...
I mean, this could be just his name and not the species, by the way.
He not think you friends with other intruder, but that not mean we trust you. We watching you close.
Oh, they're just goblins! Never mind! Have we actually seen goblins yet in this game? I feel like it's been very light on goblins. We've seen a kobold or two. Oh, they're quite sweet. Oh, I kind of like you. I like your hair. I don't know why. If I die, can I transfer the goblin euro to another streamer? Coolrophobia, or coolrophilia, has been typed in chat. Philia means you like something. Coolra. Is that the clown fucker thing? Sorry, I recognize this word for reasons, I think. Is this where, like, people are turned on by clowns? Yes, there we go. I'm not saying I'm turned on by clowns as a concept, but there have been hot clowns, obviously. I'm not going to say all clowns aren't fuckable. Gleck is a great leader. I'm sure he is. Hello, little goblin friends. I like you. Knew that fairly quickly. Yep. No further questions. Hello, Gleck. Oh, I'm glad we didn't fight our way through these boys. I'm glad we just get some friendly goblins.
Ulip tells me you wish to know about the intruder who came into our caves.
It's possible he helped commit a crime in which I'm blamed for. Don't say you speak common well for a goblin. You're not a British expat. Knew the very image. You speak English well for a foreign.
He was a most vicious warrior. We would have been slaughtered were it not for our magic.
Magic?
Even the weakest of my tribe knows simple spells. A gift from our sacred glowstone.
That sounds cool as hell. Is there a reason you live under this village? I mean, we'd never heard anything about, like, evil goblins ransacking the village before. So I imagine they're actually pretty chill. They seem fine. This glowstone, what is it?
As I said, it is a sacred artifact of my tribe. We discovered it in these caverns shortly after we fled here.
Who are you running from?
Our old tribe. We were prospering, yet the chieftain insisted on making war against other tribes.
I like these goblins a lot. They were anti-war, so they ran away from their old tribe. And now they just live here, chilling out in a cave with a magic rock. I'm not going to steal it if it comes up. I want to join these people, if anything. No surprise there. Shut up, you racist prick. You're never going to become a monk. They said you had to not be a racist to be a monk. You're never getting there.
I proposed that we live peacefully. The chieftain disagreed. So I gathered what followers I could and deserted my tribe. Naturally, they attempted to hunt us down. It was futile to stand and fight, so we ran. Eventually we found this place, and we have been here ever since.
That voice is very Argonian-like. I like the Argonians. If I said this very recently, I'm sure, but if I could pick any race other than human or elf, I'd probably be an Argonian. Where's his body now? We don't need to see the glowstone right now. I think they'd be angry if I asked.
In ashes, little of him remains. I kept his skull, his weapons, and his ring for myself.
It's a shame there's no body, but the ring could be useful. How much would you like for the ring? Oh, I need that ring. May I have it?
My tribe earned this treasure with our blood. If you desire it, you must do the same.
I don't know about this. What do you need me to do?
We share these caverns with a number of giant spiders. They are formidable foes. They have recently built a nest in one of the adjoining caves, too close to us by far. Destroy them and the ring is yours.
Yeah, right. I'll help the goblins.
Follow this tunnel to the edge of our domain. You'll find the spiders in the caves beyond. Smooth skin.
I really like them. I really, really like these little goblins. I mean, look, they're making soup! Anything that makes soup can't be pure evil. I don't know what goblins are in terms of alignment in these games. This might have been when they started moving away from that a little bit. I'm assuming you're guards. Where do I need to go exactly? Glowstone Cave, and then the Duskwood is over there. Again, I don't want to... Oh my god, traps, really? Okay, I see the giant spiders. Are they in the... They're not in the Glowstone Cave. Let's... quick save. I pressed Q. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 2 recently, and the quick save button is the Q key. Let's go. And in this game, came out significantly later and does not have a quick save button. They forgot how to make it in the intervening years. Save over that. Good. I think we're doing well, so we may as well overwrite. Let me just check out the Glowstone Cave over here. I'm curious. I'm not going to steal their little friend. Their magical wisp friend. Quick save. Hello, Gobbos. How are you? Ooh!
Why are you here? You turn around and go away. This is the Glowstone Cave. Only goblins allowed.
I'm looking for the giant spiders.
Wrong cave. Go back.
Okay, sure. Farewell. I'm not going to take your stone. It's fine. I don't want to take your stone. I want you to live peacefully and anti-war as possible. They should be encouraged in goblin society. Honestly, you're a lot more civil than a lot of the humans we've met. Hello, glow spiders. I'm going to kill you now.
I smack you down!
Oh good, more traps. What do the glow spiders do? Oh, there's so many traps! Fucking hell! Why am I the only one who's gone up here? Kelgar, can you run up with your tiny legs? F12 is apparently quick save? I had not known this. Despite complaining about it, I hadn't bothered looking it up, apparently. Let's do a call lightning. It's been a while since I played this, I feel, so I need to relearn a little bit of the hotkeys.
There we go.
Oh, they're a little bit tougher than I would like, to be honest. You've poisoned my Keitha, which is not great. Kill. Also, why aren't I a shambling mound right now? Don't get poisoned, please. You're poisoned. Amazing. Well, I'm a shambling mound, so I'm assuming this is going to go really well now. Because why wouldn't it? Becoming hard to see past me. Do I have like a cure poison? I'm not really sure. What's happening now? Polymorphed. What are you, you're silent? You're stunned and blind? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to cast another one of these and then... just to finish him off. Didn't finish him off. At least it did something. Yippee! Okay, we should get a thing now. Could you unlock this trap, please? Because there's some more ore over there. And there might be some cool stuff. There's a corpse. Is it a gobbo corpse? Mishka, your whole job is to find and disable traps. That's really her whole reason for existing. And sometimes she just doesn't bother. Sometimes she just doesn't see them. A heavy crossbow, I will take. You found a vein of ore. You gained 50 experience. That's nothing. And that's right up to the Duskwood? Well, we should go back first. Everybody doing fine? Your strength is decreased, which means your... Oh, God. I will restore your strength so you can actually move. There we go. I've got helpful spells. I'm not just a delicious looking pile of moss. Delicious? Might be the wrong word. Moss kind of looks delicious. Moss looks... I always feel a little bit deranged when I say something like this. I think moss looks kind of cute. Whenever I see some moss... Oh my god! That's a big spider. An enormous spider emerges from the shadows and scuttles towards you. Its massive abdomen glimmers with a pale, unearthly light. Looks like we've made another friend. We think you're deranged when you say these things too. If I see, like, a boulder or a little rock even, with some moss on it, I kind of go, oh, moss. Look at that little moss. It looks, I don't know, just something cozy and sweet about moss. I like it even more than grass. It's not advancing, which means I can't get around for a backstab. It sure is acting weird. It doesn't seem to be attacking, but what I wouldn't give for a huge book to crush it flat. Rude. As it draws closer, the spider pauses, regarding you with a multitude of eyes. What do you want? For a long moment, the spider waves its mandibles as if considering a response. Then it begins to scratch a symbol in the ground with its foreleg. The spider is highly intelligent. Those glyphs are close enough to writing to... This is fascinating. I want to sell this thing to the next carnival troupe. This is... You're being so rude! I mean, if it wants us to kill the goblins, we are siding with the goblins, but... Stop being weird and racist. If I was in Dungeons and Dragons world, if I was in Faerun, and I came across a talking spider, it would not faze me in the slightest, because I would just assume that's the sort of thing that happens here. The spider completes the first symbol, inspects it for a moment, and adds several more. You're an outcast. You're being hunted by the others of your kind, and you're hungry. Because I'm a druid, I can read the writing. The spider clacks its mandibles excitedly and scribbles another series of marks in the dirt. If we find some food, we'll be back then. The spider continues to regard you with its many eyes. It may have understood you, or it may not. This is the land of sympathetic monsters, this cave. I love it. Where would we find you some food? Is it in my journal? If you can find your new friend some food, it would probably be grateful. A very large, apparently intelligent spider. It seems to be an outcast hunted by others of its kind. This is the land of, like, friendly outcasts. I think maybe we could talk to the goblins and say, like, hey, we have another peaceful outcast. Would you mind sharing the cave as a sort of roommate with them? Because I've said this as well. When a spider becomes that big, it stops being spooky. I think spiders are spookiest when they're, like, maybe that size, or maybe, like, between that and that size. Once they go over about here, like a huge tarantula, once they get over about that, the uncanny valley, weird, fucked up nightmare sense that triggers in your brain when you see a spider disappears for me. And I go, oh, just a guy. Feed a Kelgar. If I could feed him the gnome.
Is it done? Are all the spiders dead?
Yes.
Then it is as my scouts have said. You have earned the ring, and also the gratitude of my tribe.
Okay, we got a ring. These teeth-like projections around the edge. This ring is a symbol of the Circle of Blades. Oh, we have a ring like that as well. The man the goblins killed was an assassin, very far from home. I think we should keep searching for more clues. There may be other items that Ember's attackers missed in their haste. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm happy. Let's go up to Ember again, I guess. And then maybe go to the Duskwood too. Bye, Ulip. I think this investigation is going remarkably well. We honestly might have enough to sell it. Like, we put doubt in the mind of our witness, who said it was us. We put doubt in her head, saying, like, oh, it could have been polymorph or whatever. And we charmed her a bit, I think. She might be into us, I don't know. A lot of people are into murderers, though. That's not necessarily, like, a good thing. Ted Bundy got someone pregnant in prison. So, it's, you know, people are into that sort of thing. 5 up. I was informed recently, by the way, Emma informed me because she knows more about this sort of thing, that it wasn't done by sending cum in the post, which is what I assumed, genuinely. I thought maybe he got in touch with somebody and I put like a small vial of semen or like a used condom or something into an envelope and was like, here, use this quickly because I think they only last a couple of days out of the fridge. But no, apparently they just like bribed a guard so she could have sex with him. Which makes more sense. Why would you assume that? Well, I assumed rightly that it would be impractical and difficult for him to get sex in the prison. Because of where he was at like Supermax or whatever. So I assumed they had to do it surreptitiously through the post, but apparently not. Apparently bribery exists. Really, it's my faith in humanity that went wrong, not my intelligence, I've decided. Seeing the one in the couple in prison that never saw each other but managed to get his cum through her vents into her cell. Incredible. See, it can happen. He can Eugene Toombs his semen through the vent system and get it going. That's, I don't know. I think that's grosser than the necrophilia talk we were saying earlier. Through a pulley system. Well, I assumed they didn't crawl. I don't think they'd have the wherewithal. Bed sheets and that. Oh, you'd at least want it in a cup, right? Because they're going to soak into the bed sheets. So I'm assuming it was like a cup, like a tin cup, on top of a bed sheet, and then like slowly threaded it through the vent system. I was like, ooh, lovely pot of cum. I think it was in some sort of vessel, yes. I didn't even know there was a guinea pig in my room. She's currently headbutting the door. She's now biting it. You want me to open the door for you? You can she's just gonna chew the door. Hang on. Move. Here, I have opened the door a crack for her. It's Pebble. You can tell because she headbutted a door, as if that would do anything. I guess we'll go to Duskwood? I can't think of anything else in here. Like, we found the book, we found the ring. There's just a few dead cats around now, which doesn't seem massively useful. Unless I can shambling mound the cat. I don't know what that would involve. Let's go this way. I think we found everything. I'm trying to highlight all the accessible items. That seems like everything. World map transition. Let's go to Duskwood. Just a moment. I feel I must warn you. Oh, she's gone out now. And also, I'm quite cold. I've left the back door open. I've just looked out into my hallway. I've left the back door open in December. I'm gonna go close that and also take an opportunity to pee. You can enjoy this break screen for a second while I go. I am back. There we go. Putin has retaliated. A Florida woman who became pregnant while in jail on murder charges gave birth to a baby whose father is a fellow inmate accused of murder, even though she says she's never met in person and have never had physical contact with each other. Ling told the outlet that she and DePaz were able to speak to each other through the air conditioner vent in the cell. They also began passing notes and pictures to each other, and a romantic relationship began. The two used bedding to make a line between their two vents, which DePaz tells WSVN that he then used to pass semen rolled in a saran wrap. Oh, isn't that cling film? Oh, that's so much worse than a cop. Fucking came in some cling film. Ah! He would kind of like roll it up, almost like a cigarette, and he would attach it to the line that we had in the vent, and I would pull it through. From there, I had placed it inside of, you know, the yeast infection applicators. I'd placed it inside of there, and then from there, yeah, I administered it. Oh... Love always finds a way. It's like Jurassic Park. That's horrible. That's really unpleasant. Cool. Back to the game, I suppose. The trees of the Duskwood act as a damper on magical energies. Oh! Something's not natural here. So it affects druids as well. How odd. I suppose that means the properties of the Duskwood are not natural. Fascinating. Alright, we can adjust our tactics. Pleasure to help. To be honest, this little jaunt is turning out far more interesting than I'd hoped. I might even thank Naval if this keeps up. You've been alright. Do you still not have fireballs, actually?
I think it is
You
time
do have
everyone
fireballs
marched
now, I
behind
healed you.
me, your new
Spell
glorious
failure.
leader.
I think that means I'm not going to be able to cast any spells here. Can I at least turn into a big tree?
She's liking Zara.
I can at least turn into a big tree. That is not affected. Good. It's the goofiest of animations. This is a horrible bedtime story. I mean, I can't imagine wanting to be pregnant that badly. It almost feels to the point of being a kink, but I guess they just really wanted a baby. What is this? This is a blocked door. This is clearly a door, but it's not letting me in. Dire wolves. Ooh, I don't like that. Let's go fight the dire wolves, I suppose. This might not go very well for us. Without spells. We do quite rely on magic. Well, a spell failure. Maybe it's only a chance to fail. What if we try and get off a lightning? Nope, it just does not work. Okay, cool. Just keep attacking then.
I smack you down!
Yeah, we're doing okay still. I think this went all right. I'm fine with this. I guess I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Which is nice. It's one of the perks of not having a womb. Really, the womb, the uterus, the grow bag for infants, seems like the worst organ to have. Like, I'd rather have, like, a diseased appendix than have a womb. Seems like nothing good comes out of that. Oh! Like, you have to worry about pregnancy, you have to get the period for a while. Even when you don't get the period, you have to go through menopause. Just a nightmare. Satan's cavity. Just seems like nothing enjoyable comes from a womb. We got you out of it. Ugh. Awful. Ooh, womb. Ugh. More direwolves, that's fine. Oh, a direwolf alpha. We should kill the alpha first. He won't stop talking about Joe Rogan. Kill him. Can I not reach him? What does the tree ant do? You cast a spell? What the fuck? How'd you cast a spell? Maybe it is a chance and I just failed the first time. Hang on, try it again. God, I'm slow to cast things. They're already dead. Okay, that fizzled out. Fine. Maybe it's just I can't cast spells. Right until you have to battle a direwolf Sigma. Ugh. I don't even know. I know it's all nonsense, but I don't even know what the Sigma thing is. Like, I just hear it get used as a meme. Can I heal? Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Try it again. Try like a moderate ones. Ooh, not good. And we can always rest, I suppose. I mean, this hasn't been the worst journey. Jilla and Miri. Isn't jilling a slang term for vaginal masturbation? I think I've heard that before. Because there isn't really a good one. Like, all of the slang terms tend to be for the penoise. Yes, it's because of Jack and Jill. So it's like jacking off or whatever, which is so American. Can you imagine, unironically, saying the phrase jacking off? Like, hey, I'm gonna go jack off now. Oh, I love it. A ejaculation. It gets worse here. I mean, you learn slang. Jorking it. Jerking off is also really bad. There are a lot of slang terms for it, but I don't know if there's any good ones. Like, I can't think of a good slang term for masturbation. They're just all quite vile. And you know, it's a nice thing, I suppose. You don't need to be weird about it. Look, Mary! Visitors! Not only do the woods have an infestation of gnomes, they seem to have gathered quite an impressive array of insects. Oh, bug gnomes! Lovely. Turning the dial. Who are you? I'm Mary, and this is my sister, Jilla. We travelled here from Lantan, beyond the Sea of Swords. Travelled here and decided to stay. Why did you leave your home? Wrestling the one-eyed trouser snake? That's so bad. Choking the chicken is awful. Oscillating the yaw. There really just isn't any good euphemisms or terms for it. I mean, there's... What's the sort of... the one they use in, like, academic papers? Like, onanism? That's pretty bad as well. Why would you leave your home? Oh, we were far too tidy for Lantan. It's a very messy place. We had boxes and boxes of insects, sorted by class, tied up with string, and the others were forever getting into our things, moving them about, reclassifying them, writing us silly notes. Love notes, and always to Jilla. But Lantan is very far away, very, very far, and now we could never go back, could we, Mary? This accent is verging on racist. Why not? We'd never quite fit in, not anymore. This is our place, and we're happy enough. We have each other at least, don't we, Jilla? Incest? Possible gnome-cest? That's the vibe I'm getting, at least right now. Yes, just so. Yeah. Did you find this cave abandoned already, or did you kill somebody? Strange that you should ask. When we first arrived, we found a woman living here, didn't we, Mary? Just so. She entrusted this place to us. She went away. Acknowledges the comment and immediately returns to the accent. I'm powering through. She said that her family had gone or been killed, and she was off into the wild to build a new clan. Ah. Did you see what happened in Ember recently? Dreya needs to diversify the accents. This is what progress looks like. Sometimes you have to veer into a little racism in order to make progress. Did you see what happened in Ember? Ember? Isn't that the human village, Jilla? The one we visited last 10 day? The only problem is I can't tell where it's racist to. Exactly. It goes through everybody. Just so many, and we got all that wonderful mutton, remember? Ember was recently destroyed. Do you know anything about it? Maybe eating boys up here, possibly? Not that there's anything wrong with that, as long as it's consensual. Destroyed? No, we have ever come out of the woods. Our work, it keeps us Busy. I think it's Gnomecest. I'll just say this is a Latvian accent. They used to tell on Lantan that the whole island could sink into the sea before we would notice. They got Miri and Jiri, Jilla, whatever our names are, after the insects again. Think of it, Jilla. Ember in ruins. There must be bodies everywhere. We should go and pay our respects, don't you think? I found a cave of perverts. How do you avoid the wolves that are everywhere? Wolves are no trouble, are they, Gila? No trouble. Besides, we're very small and hardly a threat. Perhaps they've grown fond of us. Okay. I mean... Insects, of course. The spiny hornfly. The yellow-tipped weevil. Weevil's mentioned! Fuck yes. Where's my weevil fen cam? I'm not joking. Where's my weevil fen cam that I have on my phone? Should go into my gallery. Bear with me. Albums. It'll probably be in my videos folder. Weevil fen cam. Weevils. There's a weevil, is it? Is that a weevil? No, that's another cute bug. I've got quite a lot of videos of cute little bugs. You can just wait while I look for this. Just going through my phone. Is that a weevil? What are you? That's a beetle. That's a scarab beetle. I'm gonna say about 20% of my videos on my phone are about bugs. I don't really know why. What's that? Oh, that's a mud skipper! I have a video of a mud skipper on my phone. Mud skipper. Oh, look at his little face! Look at his little face! Don't know why I have that. A little snake, a little caterpillar. Where's my weevil video? I wouldn't have deleted the weevil video. A small child dancing to Steely Dan. We'll just jill until you're ready. We had to go through funerals, necrophilia, clown fucking, and a racist accent when all this time you had weevil fan camera content. Well, if I can find it. That's a video of a happy cow? That's of a goat. I would say 90% of the videos on this phone are about adorable animals in some way. That's not the fan cam of the weevil, that's a fan cam of a roly-poly. Different. Is this it? This is it! Okay, I'm sharing this into the Discord so I can play it here. Send me that, needed for Lara. Let's just put that in general. Send. And go to Discord here. Is it sending? It says it's sending, but it's having some trouble. I'm getting this little... oh, there, did it send? Yes, it did. Right, oh, just a wholesome weevil fan cam. We got a bin weevil stream. Oh god, I remember that from my childhood. Alright, let's close that down. Let's go back to the game, shall we? Now that I'm showing off weevils. Insects, of course. The spiny hornfly and the yellow-tipped weevil. International community forwarding wholesome bug content around the globe. The duskwood has them in abundance and in so many new varieties that we've never seen before. Mind if I have a look around? We'd rather you didn't, to tell the truth. We'd like to keep everything just so. Our boxes and our samples, and the insects, of course. It wouldn't do to go trampling them underfoot. Yes, Gila, better that they leave, and soon. The duskwood isn't kind to strangers. Farewell. I'm gonna go in the cave. Yeah, we're gonna go in the cave if you don't mind. I know you said no, so this is rude of me. However, I am looking for evidence, so I am gonna go in the cave. Yippee! Somehow got more racist after weevils. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of wolves in here. Hit wolf.
Let's see what they're made of.
Do you have any potions? I think I bought these people potions, so we should be okay for health. They're Animal Crossing players. Are Animal Crossing players bug fetishists? Possibly. I love how I just switch my leaves at them to fight. These are so shit. The Ent is not a good choice. Sorry, the Treant. Not an Ent, legally distinct Ent. Can I move from here? Oh, it's so difficult to see. Okay, pick up the remains. Please. This is another thing Baldur's 2 does better. Baldur's 2 had a quick loot function, where you could just see what was on the ground rather than having to pick it up. In here I have to go into the fucking icon. Move, Dino! Or whatever, we don't loot that. I've decided. Executive decision. We don't loot. AC fans love getting fucked by Tom Nook and predatory prices. I know that the joke of Animal Crossing is that it's like capitalism simulator, but wholesome. You know what people really seem to want to do in Animal Crossing is fuck that dog. I think her name's Isabel, and I know this exclusively through Twitter because I saw a lot of horny fan art of that dog. I don't even know why. Just appears. And then for a while there was the cat as well, Lenka. Those are the only two characters I know. Oh, you got off a spell! You're doing fantastic. I thought you meant KK Slider. KK Slider is... I don't know. Does KK Slider give off asexual vibes, or is that just me? Not sure. Not to say asexuals can't be hot. There we go. This poor corpse must be Bradbury. Look there, you can tell by the hair. Oh yeah! They mentioned that Bradbury lived up here. Is that the cat with the tremendous thighs with their legs crossed? Yep, that one. That you send on random discords every month. I do not. This poor corpse must be Bradbury. Look there, you can tell by the hair. He's got carrot hair. Oh, Jesus, they're wolves. We didn't want to do it. We never want to. But the blood and the smell, it fills you up. Yes, Gila, just so. You two are werewolves? Oh, fuck. How did this happen? A woman was living here when we first came from Lantan. She welcomed us, took us in and listened while we talked of hornflies and weevils. In the night she fell on us. She bit us both, but not deep enough to kill. It was some sort of love play. She wanted to make more of her. She said she was the last of the Duskwood pack. They hunted and slain all the rest. Did you kill the guy on the ground? We came back from hunting sheep and he was here in our cave, tapping at our walls in the dark. We try to stay away from folk. We truly do. We hunt animals, and when we can't catch any, we eat our specimens. We gorge on beetles and grubs. Of course. You do. But when meat wanders into our lair, then the scent fills us up and there's naught we can do. I would say grubs count as meat. Like, bug meat is still meat, right? The blood flowing warm between our teeth. The taste of soft, yielding flesh. Just so. Alright, we're gonna have to kill these fuckers, aren't we? Or even are they? Is it Dire Wolf and Dire Wolf? Is it just you? Or are you further back? I don't know what a werewolf looks like in this world. They might just turn into wolves. Let's go kill the fuckers, please.
Yay!
Oh,
let's
you should
attack.
run back! You shouldn't be here.
I can do that.
Go back here, please. Oh, that's a lot of damage. You're about to die. Do you have any potions on you? You do have some potions. I would like you to take a potion if you can manage to get it off. In the meantime, we'll all beat the shit out of these freaks. Oh, they've eaten the cat as well. Not great. I'm gonna heal? You are gonna heal. Right, keep running then in that case. I'd like you to run back here. You can't run back there, apparently. I think I might be trapped as well. Oh, this is not going massively well. I'm gonna try and run up here. There's not enough room. The tree ant is too fucking big. You managed to cast Bark Skin, I think. Oh no, it didn't go off. Okay, we're just gonna... You can get up in a second, it's fine. Alright, it's going fine. Right, kill this boy if you can. Uninjured, Jesus. The ent is too big. I regret being the ent. It's simply too big to get around and fight. Jesus. The pathing can't handle it. Like, I can't get to this one. I'm clicking on it, it won't go. It won't fight. So you take care of these ones, please. Chandra's getting real hurt. Jesus Christ. Chandra, can you kill the thing? Who's that? Oh, Jilla's right there! Oh my god, they're so small! I didn't even see you! Oh! They're tiny gnome-sized werewolves! I didn't even see them between the bigger wolves. Look how fucking tiny they are! You can sort of see a wolf butthole there, which I will avoid. They're so tiny!
Troll-kissing orc.
Okay, you should heal yourself. It would be lovely. And everybody else just kind of beat the shit out of the wolf, honestly. Yeah, knock her down, kill her. I can't get in, so this is all up to you. Maybe I can go around the side? Hang on, if I go around the side, this is fine. Oh, she is really wily. Hit her with your tree stumps. There we go. Lovely. Oh, they're so small. Groan, yeah, get up. Stop being dramatic. Can I loot this corpse at all? Oh, I can. An insect collection. A wide variety of weevils, grubs, and flies, all very much alive, captured by Miri and Jilla. Each has been placed in a tidy little box with soil and food. Do you think the giant spider who we made friends with earlier would like these? Spiders eat bugs. I'm gonna take that. I don't know if they will actually like it, but you know, and there's a garbage pile with some unidentified armor. I shouldn't be picking these up because I can't access my own inventory as a tree. It's one of the, whatever the opposite of a perk is of being a tree. There's many. I'll take some dire wolf teeth. Seems kind of grim. Was that a bird flying out of my hair? I don't think I'm going to be the tree for much longer. Although it does give me 30 strength. That is fucking insane. Might be worth being the tree just for the 30 strength. That's ridiculous. More dire wolf teeth, thank you. Let's go. We can hand in the Bradbury quest as well, I guess. You found Bradbury's mangled body inside a cave. He met his end at the hands of 2 gnome werewolves, the same werewolves who attacked you moments later. Okay, let's go, I guess. Maybe we should rest as well. Yeah, let's rest. I'm reluctant to rest, again, because of playing Baldur's Gate 2. If you don't know Baldur's Gate 2, it is very old. It's from like 2000, maybe? Yeah, I think it's about 99, 2000. And it is one of those games where resting actually takes a long time. Like, it skips ahead 16 hours every time you try and do a long rest. And there's some time-sensitive quests in that game, so I'm really avoiding the rest function. How big is this insect collection? Not big. What am I holding that's so heavy? Spider venom glands? No. What am I holding that's so heavy right now? I have no idea. I can't tell. The ring isn't going to be particularly heavy. What's so heavy that's weighing you down? The amulet? No. What is what's happening? Right, you take the... Is it the direwolf teeth? 4 pounds for direwolf teeth. Alright, you take them. There we go, that was it. Think of all the nerds playing Baldur's Gate 2 with frosted tips back in the day. It was the right era, wasn't it? Ugh, that fills me with sadness. It's a very good game. It's quite... it's not that difficult. It's more difficult than this. This is not the most difficult game. It's, you know, there's some difficulty in it, but it's not like hardcore difficult. The Baldur's Gate 2 is a little bit hardcore difficult. There's been a couple of fights that have taken me 7 tries to get through. And I would say I'm normally all right at this kind of game. Especially the more tactical ones, like the turn-based ones, like Baldur's Gate. I think I am better at... It's the one genre of game I think I might actually be better at than average. But it's quite hard still. Would you frost your tips for a charity stream? Oh... I think it might look too bad. Like, I've dyed my hair pink for charity. I've shaved my head for charity. Frosted tips. The thing is, if you dye your hair pink or shave your head, people just think, you know, oh, what a quirky look. Or, oh, you must have done that for charity, for instance. Frosted tips, I think, would label you as a prick. Like, it's just making yourself look like a prick for multiple weeks, probably. Oh, that would be horrible. Maybe. Lisa! Hello, Lisa. And there's an ancient tree up here as well. Everybody gathering? Who's behind? Nishka again, of course. Lagging as usual. Direwolf, Lisa, and a direboar. I mean, we're more than able to take care of these if it goes wrong.
Ron, why haven't you held up your end of the bargain?
I'm not Lorne. You shaved your entire self and painted yourself green once. That is true. The eyebrows were worse than the hair, I will say. Like, shaving your head, I did not look good with a shaved head, but whatever. Shaving the eyebrows was genuinely unpleasant for a while. Oh, that's a huge fucking bear. Look at that bear in the background. You can barely make it out, probably. Look at that huge bear! Yes, Lorne. Why haven't you held up your end of the bargain? Lorne is the one who was disguised as us who massacred, I'm guessing.
Answer me.
Remind me about our bargain. I seem to have forgotten. My bluff is shit.
You forgot. How could... Oh, I see. You're the one I disguised him as then. Trying to prove your innocence, I assume.
How did you disguise Lorne?
Alteration powder, a gift from a former guest. It allows you to appear as whomever you wish, at least for a time. Lorne and his men stopped nearby for heading into the village. From my tree I spied on their conversation. The fool was simply going to rush in and kill everybody, yet somehow blame you. I appeared and offered my help.
Why? You're like a dryad or a nymph or something. You're meant to be neutral, aren't you?
Look around you. Cannot you not see the stumps of the duskwood trees? The villagers ignored me and harvested the trees again and again, taking far more than necessary. It was an opportunity for vengeance. I offered to disguise Lorne and his men if they could bring me the glowstone that lies beneath this glade. He agreed, but I was a fool to trust him.
You mean the goblin's glowstone that is rightfully theirs now? See if you can get the powder from her. Her story's enlightening, but not the evidence the powder could be. Can I have the powder, please?
And why would I give it to you? What's in it for me?
What do you want?
A glowstone is corrupting the water that feeds the trees. One of Lorne's men was supposed to bring it to me. Lorne has failed me, so you will bring it, and then I will give you this powder.
Let's go get it. It's a fair trade. What are you planning to... Yeah, it belongs to the goblins. It belongs in a museum.
Then you are a fool, and we have nothing more to talk about.
If you insist on throwing away every chance, then there's nothing I can do. There's nothing more that can be done here, or not done, as the case may be. You're gonna give me that fucking powder, then? Because you seem awful. You helped in a massacre. I get that the villagers are pricks. However, couldn't you just make them impotent or something? Like, I'm normally on the side of the trees, much like the Lorax. Normally I'm on your side, being a druid and all, and a vegan. Have I mentioned that today? So, you have to do some pretty fucked up stuff to ruin that deal. You couldn't have just, like, I don't know... Again, made them impotent. That would be enough, surely. They'd stop eventually then. You're gonna give me that powder or else.
You dare threaten me in my grove, in my home? Creatures of the grove, aid me.
I'll take care of this.
Right, that is a huge bear. Okay, it's not gonna go. They have a badger as well, famously dangerous. Okay, everybody kill Lisa. I don't know what we're gonna do here, because we don't have any buffs on. Well, actually, you have buffs on, Keitha. Keitha might be the strongest member of our party right now because of all these buffs. Alright, let's go in.
Really?
You should... Oh, God, I don't fucking know. I'd love it if you cast Fireball here and it somehow worked, but I'm not holding my breath. Go. Shambling Mound powers, activate. There we go, that's a big punch. Oh, you're already quite injured. That's fine. You know what? Honestly, just keep firing in arrows. These people are idiots. And the dire bear doesn't want to get involved. Thank you. Alright, I will run up and help you with the dire bear, Chandra, because you decide to get yourself killed. That is such a huge bear! Why is it so comically big? Challenge rating moderate, apparently. It's already badly wounded. It's fine. I don't think dire bears existed in real life. Dire wolves, yeah. There's dire wolves. There were dire wolves around. Until relatively recently? I'm not saying within 100 years, but when did the dire wolves go extinct? It wasn't that long ago. It's like saber-toothed tigers where they hung around for a while. I'll take the dire boar tusks, please. And I'll take alteration powder. Yippee! Good. We have the disguise. Oh my. The trial. I think I've gotten most of this so far. I guess we should head back to town now. And actually, we should head back into the... whatever it's called. The spider cave. That would be good. Keitha, the Australian in the party. That's why she's not frightened of the giant spiders. Because they're just used to that there. I think if you live in Australia, where huntsman spiders live, you probably get kind of inured to it pretty quickly. Feed Dryad to spider. I can just carry the bodies of the werewolves down as well. I'd be fine with that. Oh god, hang on. I should have gone to Ember in the first place, but also I'm very encumbered. Not Duskwood, Ember. Thank you. We could also, you know, inform the woman about her dead husband or whatever it was. But that's fine. Right, you take this armor, or what I have? Lesser magic bag. Oh! Pale imitations of true bags of holding. That's a meme in D&D. These lesser creations bear only a tenuous connection to the distant planes. Items held within still exist on the prime material plane. The degree to which this is true varies according to the bag's craftsmanship. Everything I put in this is weight minus 40%. That's amazing. If I were to put, say, like all of the shards in there, would they still have a bonus? Like, for instance, if I put this in, will I not get +1 constitution? Where's the bag? No, that didn't go in the bag. I have to open the bag first. Keep an eye on constitution. If it says 14, then we don't use it. It still seems to work. Everything goes in, please.
This is too much for carrying. This
This is too much for
This
carrying.
is too
Dump
much.
something.
Shut up. Okay, that's at least good for that. We can put that there for now. I'll put more stuff in it later, I'm sure. Down the well, please. I once saw a meme, or I guess a comic, don't know what you'd call it really, of somebody using a bag of holding in D&D, which if you don't know, a bag of holding is like a bag that opens up to like an endless void, and so you can store lots of stuff in it and it's weightless, and then you just put your hand in and draw it out and it gives you whatever you need. Somebody using one of them as a bra/binder, so that your breasts, you just put a bag of holding over your boobs, and then your breasts are just kind of floating there weightlessly in the void, so you don't have to use wires. Just thought that was a neat idea. Don't know if that's been done in a campaign. Hello, goblins. I am by far on your side, by the way. I just killed a dryad. I'm going to be kicked out of druid school for this. I'm mainly interested in feeding the spider, though, right now. Hopefully the spider's chill. I mean, it seems chill. Hopefully it's not, like, gonna angrily kill all the goblins once it gets its strength back. I'm gonna take a gamble on this. Also, there was an extra secret exit that we never went in. Can everybody fucking keep up? Thank you. Hello, spider friend. Oh, you're quite cute. Hang on, I might try the F12 thing now. Is this actually quick save? It is! There's a quick save button! That's so useful! Considering how much this crashes, I should be hitting that every 4 minutes. Like a manual autosave. That doesn't make any sense. Farewell. Can I give you the box?
Something you
Hold
want?
on, do I have to have it in my inventory maybe? Do you want the box? Examine. I mean, it's insects. I don't know how many insects, but... Feed Miri and Gila's insect collection to the spider. Of course! I've solved a quest! The spider deftly tears apart the little wooden boxes and thrusts its fangs into the squirming weevils and grubs. It's like watching Kelgar eat. Ew! After happily feeding for some time, the spider raises its fangs and scratches out another marking in the dirt with its foreleg. It looks happy. Those fangs are huge, and it's still got insect bits on them. It seems we've made a friend. I suggest you let it down with a polite but firm refusal. I'm not willing to have sex with a spider, although... maybe it's some sort of ovipositor situation? The spider waits, beckoning, looking at you expectantly. Many of those who follow nature's ways have such companions. I would be glad to have such an ally. Is this a companion? If you're sure, I cannot believe we're doing this. We let Kelgar tag along, didn't we? The spider twitches its mandibles excitedly. In the dirt, it sketches a single graceful rune. It looks like the elvish symbol for friendship. Kistrel. Perhaps that's its name. The spider clacks its mandibles twice, then scuttles away. You will sense that you will soon see the creature again. We've made an adorable spider friend! I think he might show up at the inn. Whatever it's called, the Sunken Flagon. Big spied friend. Oh, I'm very happy with that. XP granted for befriending a giant magical spider. Yes! Wonderful. That's some of the most pleased I've been with a quest outcome in a while, actually. I'm very happy with that. Let's run this way. Go through this doorway, and then I guess we can head back and hand in some of these quests. I think we've done quite well here. Oh, this is out here! I understand! It's just a shortcut. You were going, I don't want to fuck this spider. Well, as long as it's all platonic, that's perfectly fine. I mean, maybe... I'm not saying something won't happen, you know? Sometimes platonic friendships change. We might be, like, alone in the rain, and we find a cave. We light a fire, but it's like, oh, my clothes are all soaking. I need to get out of these before I catch pneumonia or something. Like, we strip off, and the spider takes off its little boot hose or whatever it's wearing. And we, like, nestle in for warmth. But then my hand lingers for a second too long on one of the spider's legs. And it goes at me. Let's go back to Port Last. I don't want to be here anymore. Remind me to not go hiking with you. Oh no, we forgot. We only brought one giant spider-sized sleeping bag. We'll have to get nude and conserve warmth by pressing together. There was gnomes. Your gnomes. Those gnomes were werewolves. Did you know anything about the werewolf gnomes? Nope. Fine. Good. Oh, actually, it's perfect. They're a spider. They could weave spider silk sleeping bags. But oh, I'm so hungry. We've only got enough spider silk in my spider silk depositor for one sleeping bag. So we'll have to press against each other. You know how it goes. This sort of thing happens on trips. Yeah. I did the thing. I did the dust on the corpses. They're not going to be zombos. The people of Ember will rest in peace. You have a good heart and I thank you. Oh, we all dinged. That's amazing. I've kept this amulet all these years. It belonged to my love, but I think it will suit you well. However you use it, I hope it will aid you in your travels. Thank you. Perfect. I'll ding in a second. Who wanted to know about their dead husband? I mean, they were hoping they weren't dead, but that ship has sailed. There's another whole area back here. I've never gone behind this building. Is anybody named here? What are you looking for? There's something going on out there. Huh. Port Last Citizen. Just some randoms. Do you have a name? Dock worker. I mean, that's different from the generics. Could you talk to me? Nope. Cool. Never mind. Let's go into the inn. I've never been camping, by the way. If you were wondering from my description. I guess we should level up now, because I might get more diplomacy out of it. Let's level. I would like to be a druid, please. I could multi-class. I could always multi-class. I don't think I want to multi-class, really. I can get into some of the weird subclasses, like Neverwinter 9, and War Priest, Assassin, Duelist, Invisible Blade. There's a lot of weird subclasses in D&D. I feel like I might have started around this time. I would like to just be a standard druid. That's fine. I would like more diplomacy. It's turning out well for us. Concentration also goes up. Heal? We end up healing quite a bit. And then spot? Or survival? What's survival again? Enter tracking mode. Hostile humanoids, animals, and vermin are made visible on the minimap. It's not hugely interesting. Next. Just gain some hit points, some concentration. That's fine. No feats or anything.
Yes.
An underwhelming level, I would say. Next, and then recommended skills. All the same.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you get an extra dex. That's lovely. You get recommended here. And you get a feat. Okay, feats for Mishka. Blind fight. Blind fight is necessary. Blind fight's really necessary. We recently fought some ghosts in a goth orgy in a tomb recently. And it was a nightmare. It was horrible because no one had blind fight. Next. What about you,
concur.
Wazard? You can cast your spells now. You're more useful. Concentration, probably. Although you're rarely in danger of that being, you know, worthwhile. Get some heal as well. And then maybe... What else do you even have? Craft alchemy? You're good at crafting alchemy and armor, apparently, but we're never going to use that. Aye, there we go, level 7 spells. Here's the real shit. This is the proper shit here. Bigby's grasping hand. A giant hand appears and attacks the target. If the hand hits and succeeds a grapple check, the opponent will be held for the duration of the spell. It's a big magical fist that grabs people. I want that one, please. Banishment. Destroys a summoned creature's familiars and animal companions and outsiders in the area of effect. Okay. Finger of Death. That sounds fun. The target creature must make a fortitude save or die. Alright. If they succeed, they still take 3d6 points of damage plus 1 per caster level. I think we're like level 11. That's pretty good. Greater Shadow Conjuration. Conjure a shadow variant of one of the following spells and summon Shadow. Summon Shadow, melts acid arrow. Ghostly Visage, Web, or lesser globe of vulnerability? That doesn't seem great. Kiss of Sleep. The targets of this spell fall into a comatose slumber. I'm gonna say... Ooh, Delayed Blast Fireball. What's this? You create a small magical zone that can detect the passage of enemy creatures. When the field is activated, it explodes. So it's 20d6. So it's like a trap fireball. What's Emasculate? You must succeed on a ranged touch attack with the ray. If the ray succeeds, the subject is reduced to half its current hit points and then stunned. That's incredibly good. I'm going to get Finger of Death, because that sounds funny to me. Any other spells you can get? No. Then that's absolutely fine. Next. Okay, worthwhile level up for you. And you're just a fighter.
And let's head out.
You know how great you are. Yeah, just standard fighter. Cool. You hit things with a big stick. That is your job. That's your life. We still need to talk to Elgin. We haven't. Or we haven't proved that he's a faker. Right, was it Kalindra was talking about Bradbury? I'm sorry about Bradbury. I found his body in a cave in Duskwood. I'm so sorry, Kalindra. How many times did I tell him? Brawn should always be tempered by caution and wisdom. I'll miss him, even if he were a fool. What'll you do now? Without Bradbury, I don't know. I'll stay here for a time, look for work. If I find nothing, I'll have no choice but return alone to Amn and to my father's employ. If I hear of any suitable opportunities, I'll be sure to tell you. Would you like to live with the goblins? I'm sure they could use some sort of love companion or... I don't know, what are your skills? What are your skills first before I go out job hunting for you? I'm like the job center. Give me a CV and I'll see what I can do. For that I would be doubly grateful. In Am, a coin in the right pocket is all that is required to serve a contract. Here it is all in who you know. Right, cool. Fine. That's... Anyone else I can talk to? We talked to Malin as well, didn't we? Well met again! Everyone here sounds the same! Well met again. What can I do for you? I'm investigating the murders in Ember. What's to investigate? Anything you can tell me? Duskwood Grove, yep, deer away. Didn't Elgin say he was hunting deer when Ember was attacked, but apparently all the deer are gone. Okay, amazing. Unless he was hunting deer that were uncommonly strange and ferocious, I think the man has some explaining. Amazing stuff, thank you for that. Let's talk about Ember. You were hunting deer in the Duskwood? Malin says there's no deer to be found there.
I saw plenty. I don't know what she's talking about. Look, it's obvious you know I wasn't there. What do you actually want from me?
Why did you say you were there?
Free ale and the attention of women, of course. You think someone like me could get that otherwise?
You're probably right. What were you really doing out there?
I heard there was a dryad in Duskwood, so I figured, well, you know how dryads are. With men, I mean. They're hungry for cock.
I hate Elgin already. He just gets worse with every conversation we have with him. Oh gods, how predictable. I didn't get too far in before the wolves chased me away. Well, when you say you didn't get too far in, what exactly do you mean by that? I decided to stop in Ember for a while. Then I saw the smoke from Ember, so I didn't dare head that way. By the time I got back to Port Last, people were already talking about a massacre. No one around here seemed to know what really happened, so I figured I might as well embellish my involvement. You're doing damage just by... I don't mind the lies, except when they can be used against me. What are you talking about? Anyway, the harm's already been done. The murderers are still loose, and you're a witness. Do you fucking get it? Oh no. I didn't even consider that. Everyone! I have an announcement! That should keep his mouth closed. Oh, I feel almost cringed about that. Kermit nearly breaking right through that accent there. That should keep his mouth closed. We didn't need him spreading any more of those wild tales before the trial. Well done, and let's move on. Amazing! Okay, everything's kind of coming up Millhouse. What else do we need to hand in here? Without Bradbury, Kalindra has few prospects for work. Until she finds a new employer, she'll be first to return to her home in the trial. You've attained the rank of squire. I think we've got everything. I guess I can ask him. Sand, do you think we have enough?
I concur.
How do I talk to you? I've never tried to talk to you. There we go.
Yes?
I wanted to talk about the trial and the evidence. Have I been able to talk to my companions this entire game? I've never done this. Here to talk about the trial.
Yes, what of it?
Do you think we have enough evidence?
I'm certain of it.
Oh!
Let's take what we have to Naval and deal with these Luskin accusations once and for all. We should be able to find Naval in Castle Never, no doubt anxiously awaiting our return like a fretful hen.
Oh, fretful hen. Alright, let's go. I think we've done it then. Oh, Marcus. I don't know, do you want a mother? Can you pay? Did you, like, steal any gold from the bodies while you were hanging out in that cave? Because if you can pay, I can, like, offer her a job as your mum. Now, this will undoubtedly do some fucked up stuff to you. Because that's not a great situation. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. Hello again. I'll stay here until you're ready for me to come with you. I don't know if I want you around, Marcus. I guess you could stay at the bar. Everybody hangs out there, including maybe our new spider friend. Wait, maybe the barkeep. Maybe you need like a serving maid or something. Who's the woman by the fire? Happened at Ember. No, okay, bye. We'll find something for her, I'm sure. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know if I actually will. Do we just go back then? I guess we just go back. I don't know if the potion of cure critical wounds. Why is that on the floor? What the hell? Why did I just leave a potion of cure critical? That's 10 potions of cure critical wounds. Why were they on the floor, everybody?
Yes.
Who doesn't have potions of cure critical wounds? You do.
I concur.
You do. Maybe you used some.
Yes.
You did. Everybody refresh. I guess I'll hold them. Fine. He can sit in the beer garden with a bottle of J2O and a pack of bacon frezzles. Are frezzles like those corn-based snacks that taste vaguely of bacon? Because I don't think we have the brand frezzles here, but there's plenty of those around. I guess we can maybe try talking to this guy again, but I don't think he's going to say anything. We could probably just head back.
What brings you before me?
I'm ready. Alright, bye. Let's see you around. We'll see you at the trial, I'm sure. You don't even have bacon-flavoured crisps anymore? Really? Are they gone? Have they stopped being made? I mean, they were never very good. Getting banned in the EU because they're carcinogenic. Really? That's amazing. I mean, everything's a bit carcinogenic, right? I guess they must be particularly carcinogenic. Good bacon's a terrible flavour. Even when I ate meat, I think the furore over bacon was a silly one. Remember when bacon was everywhere? Like, there was people like Epic Mealtime on YouTube making like bacon cakes and shit like that. Everybody being like really into bacon. It was the standard thing if you said you weren't eating meat anymore to be like, but what about bacon? And I'm like, bacon's not great. Bacon's one of the lower tier of meats. I'm sorry, it just is. Let's go back to the Black Lake District, I guess. Le Bacon is narwhaling at le midnight. Oh, it's like a dart into the chest. I think people got too into bacon as an identity, like Top Gear. It's very much the same people, I think. Like my dad, again, one of them. Top Gear and bacon. That was like half his personality for a while. I love me bacon. I love me Top Gear. Simple as. Alright, we need to buff ourselves or else we're overcumbered. Thank you. Good stuff. Yippee. Hello, imp. Can I talk to you? Freedom! Oh, you're wearing a little shirt or a little robe or something. That's very sweet. I like you. I've decided I like the imps. Right, where did he actually say he was? Lord Nesher? Oh, Christ, I can't remember. Sand, help me.
What do you want? Yes? Yes, what of it? I'm certain of it. Let's take what we have to Naval. We should be able to find Naval
Castle
in
Never.
Castle
Okay, let's go. Castle Never. Neville. We need to find Neville. He's pinched a lady's loincloth, the little pervert. The sort of folk who would back in the day offend Steak plus BJ events on Facebook on 14th of February. Yeah, again, it's very Gen X, I sort of associate with that. Not even boomers. I associate that with a lot of Gen Xers. Again, like my dad. That was when I came off Facebook, when steak and blowjob things were trending. Ron Swanson core. Ugh. I feel like a lot of people... I never really watched much of that show, but I feel like quite a lot of people didn't seem to get that he was a joke character. No, summon your dino. Just in case it comes up. There we go. Dino happens. Where is Neville? Where would somebody called Neville be? Noble, Noble, and Noble. Are any of you called Neville? Neville, one of the silliest names. I'm sorry if your name is Neville. I don't respect it, though. In the library. Royal Guards, Royal Guards. No Nevilles to be seen. Alone in the changing rooms. I waited till everybody left first. Where the fuck is Neville? Oh, Sir Neville! Yes, that's you. It's Blondo. Okay. How goes your investigation? Our mages and scouts have turned up nothing yet. I think I've found enough clues to prove my innocence, actually. If you're certain, but I wouldn't put it past those Luskans to find some counter-evidence, and then they'll have you executed. Are you quite sure? Yes, let's do this. All right, then. Let us take this to Lord Nasher. Neverwinter Nights. Is it working? There's always a chance that it doesn't. It's an old game.
Lord Nasher Alagandar,
That's the voice you're going with. Go
and
for
Reverend Judge Olef Uskar, Lord Justiciar of Tyr.
Oh, we know them. Oh, I know him. We did a
Bring
quest
in
for
the
him. That might be
accused.
working in our favour. Prince Philip levels of stiff upper lip there. I was channeling
Reverend
Keira
Judge,
Knightley as
let
best as
the
possible.
trial commence. We are
Never
gathered
let your
here
teeth
to
part
determine the
when you
truth
speak.
of the crime committed in the small village of Ember. Its people slaughtered to the last man,
Yeah, we
woman,
get it. Don't,
and
you know,
child.
embellish
Under
the
Tyr's
emotion.
guidance shall the truth of this matter be revealed, and justice delivered. Is the accuser here?
Is this going to be Ace Attorney?
The accused slaughtered at Ember, and I
I've
am
never
here
played
to
Ace
see
Attorney.
that justice is carried out this day.
As are we all, Ambassador. We'll chill. Honestly, we gathered everything there so well. I think we can just sit back and let the evidence do the talking. Unless they've got, like, fucking... Who's the guy that defended O.J. Simpson? Unless they've got somebody, like, ultra charismatic who can fuck around with some gloves in a convincing way, then we're fine.
And is the accused here? And her defender?
We
Option
are
4.
present and eager to bring the truth of this matter
4.
into Tyr's sight, Reverend Judge.
Very well. We now list the items presented by the accused in their defense.
Bobby
And they will
Kardashian.
be shown to the people
That
of the
was-
court, Lord Nasher.
Yes, that he
and
was
held
on the
aloft
defense.
for the eye of Tyr to see. First off,
It may take a while for them to get through all the evidence, bless it, and the rest of the ritual nonsense. So if you have anything you want to ask, now's the best time.
Okay. Do you have any advice? What if I want to skip the trial? I guess you'd be really relying on the evidence at that point. Do you have any advice?
Torio is an arrogant creature, but she is not a Luskan ambassador for nothing. This court is her theater, her arena, and she has had years of experience in treachery and twisting words. While evidence helps a case, she knows it is often the drama, the belief of everyone here as to who is guilty and who is not that will ultimately win the day. Do not forget that the rabble are here today to see someone hang. Unless you can convince them that you have been wronged and grievously so,
Johnny
it is an
Cochran, that's the
uphill
word
battle
one I was
you
thinking
fight.
of. Also, is that Shrek in a wig? I had to stop myself from making a really mean joke, which I might make anyway. Oh Christ. Okay. What strategy would you suggest here?
It is somewhat unorthodox, but playing upon the animosity between Luskin and Neverwinter may help you.
All right. It's a video game character, you can make fun of it. Yeah, but I was about to say, what's Wayne Rooney doing in the crowd? Which is just unnecessarily mean. I want to win by the rules of the court. Who gives a fuck? Unorthodox suits me fine, and Luskin's been quick to use it when they can anyway. That's fine.
But that will only go so far, and may
He can
even
take
help
it, don't
Torio
worry.
in convincing the court that your actions may have been an attempt to start another war, which no one in Neverwinter wants. I cannot give you a clear strategy, but remember that trading diplomatic words with Torio will be difficult.
My diplomacy is really high.
Do not resort to such a duel unless you feel you can absolutely win. And do not threaten her or try to bluff her unless you are equally certain. If you fail, you are bound for the gallows for certain.
Right. I'll heed your advice.
Well, I'm glad someone does.
fucking
I
sniff.
occasionally have a
Yeah,
good
you
idea,
always
you
fail.
know.
Thanks for representing me. Honestly, he seems like... I mean, he's obviously a prick, but he does actually seem to be taking this seriously, which is more than you can say for a lot of the other companions. Imagine being represented by the fucking gnome, for instance, or the racist dwarf. Like, I'm glad he's the lawyer.
Oh, well, you're welcome. But
Ooh.
really, no thanks needed. I assure you, this is a labor of love.
I didn't even
and
see what
I
option
relish the
2
thought of
was.
seeing Luskin lose face, and possibly Torio losing her head. Come, let us deliver some humiliations, one arrow at a time. It looks like they have finished dispensing the evidence.
and that is the evidence before us.
It was daubing sand in. Ooh!
Ah, that went over well. I think we've done some damage
Lovely.
to their case. And
Saying
put
if
a
I go
nice
down,
little
you're coming
twist
with
of the
me.
dagger in Torio's side.
The accuser, Ambassador Torio Claven of Luskin, may now call witnesses to the stand.
I
We've
think we
fucked
have
over
seen
their
enough
witnesses.
of these objects and speculation. Let us
Fuck
hear
off.
from those who witnessed
We're
the
sick
truth.
of experts, apparently. Forgive me, Ambassador, but are you speculating on the truth of the evidence? There we go. My diplomacy's quite high. I'm willing to do it. I can imagine, by the way, Sand is a very particular type of character that was very popular in this era, like 2006-07. I imagine that of all of the fan fiction that must have been written about this game and its characters, Sand's probably up there. Sand's probably the highest one, I'm gonna say. I have no evidence to back that up. I'm not going on to AO3 or anything, but I just get that feeling. Forgive me, Ambassador, but are you speculating on the truth of the evidence?
Speculate?
The truth is what we are here to determine. Everything is in question.
You seemed quite certain of our guilt. Are you admitting that this is also in question?
Of course not, and I aim to prove it.
Which is it, Ambassador? Are we guilty or not in your eyes? I'm finding it difficult to find the truth in your wordplay.
I suggest you hold your tongue. I think
Success,
you will want
even
to
though I
hear
said
what my
nothing.
witnesses have to say.
That was so shit.
My, she has a temper. Well
I guess we just
done.
goaded her.
I am impressed.
I understand that you wish to stall the witnesses about to speak, but there is really nothing more your wordplay can do to prevent it. Another witness, yes, and a most important one, Reverend Judge. Unknown to many, the people of Ember were not slaughtered to the last woman
But we
and
already
child.
put the doubt in her brain with our hot diplomacy action. The Luskins must have gotten to Elaine. I mean, she's still testifying against us, but maybe we can do some stuff.
I call on Elaine, the last living resident of Ember, to speak on what she saw that
Just give her a
fateful day.
friendly wave and then like a sultry wink. Do the thing where you lower your glasses down.
Thank you for coming here. I know how difficult it must be, but you realize that you are the only voice of Ember that survived that terrible
If the gloves
tragedy.
don't fit,
now,
Your Honor.
please tell the court what you saw.
I saw the accused there at Ember. She killed them all.
I do have the hair for it.
No.
Shendra, can you say anything? Oh, I think she's lovely. Shendra's a really nice person. I think she's a bit of a fucking dope. The ban on winking is still in effect. Shendra, can you say anything? You know her.
Look, when you get the
Influence
chance,
success!
ask her if I would ever travel with someone who would do that, and where we were when it occurred.
This isn't good. We need to change the course of the river streaming from her eyes, or we're all going to hang.
Okay. Will I get a chance to refute these claims, or Judge, I want to cross-examine the witness? Okay.
It will be allowed.
Yay!
All sides of an issue must be heard. For now, Ambassador, continue.
Go on, Elaine. Tell us what you saw.
Okay, we have
All
something.
those people.
We apparently have influence with
And they had no
Shendra.
weapons.
Good stuff. I think she's into me.
They had no way of fighting back.
But the accused slaughtered them all.
Don't
did she not?
lead. No
Yes.
leading questions, please.
I saw it all. I took refuge in Port Last. There was nowhere left for me to go.
You are safe now, Elaine, and the accused cannot harm you here. What more proof
buffered
is
you
needed?
up.
We have a witness that saw the accused perform the deed. Perhaps we should move on to the sentence
That's
now.
not how the court works.
The accused's guilt
And also,
is plain.
witness testimony is famously terrible. Like, witness testimony is famously, like, incredibly unreliable. I have some questions first.
Of course. Please, the trap has already closed. There is no squirming out of it now.
Elaine! And I sort of ping my bracers. Do you know this woman here, Chandra? I'm just a country lawyer. We spoke in Port Last, and you admitted that it was a possibility there, that it was someone disguised as me. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
What?
Seems that she just retracted her certainty of what may have happened. Could have been somebody who looked like me.
Forget this. Clearly the witness is too distraught to give her testimony properly. So let's choose someone who's not affected by
Oh, fuck,
Ember
I should have
at
gone with...
all.
I was only able to ask her
Someone the
one
accused
question
knows all
each. That
too
sucks.
well.
With
I
a Colonel
call forth
Sanders in.
Chandra
I wanted to ask her
Jarrah.
another
What?
question. Oh, Chandra? Chandra, you can feel free to speak to Torio if and you want. I snap my bracers. That's gonna get annoying. Why have you become a country lawyer? That's who wins cases, goddammit. Who's that guy? Oh, God. I can't remember that one guy who was like, never talk to the police. They want you dead. And he had like all the rings on him on TikTok. I'm channeling that guy. Chandra, feel free to speak to Torio if you want.
I'd rather spit on her. Besides, there's nothing to testify
later.
about.
Come now, Chandra. Don't be afraid. We are in a court
I
of law.
watched my
You
cousin
may speak
Vinny
freely
last
here.
night.
About what? About these false accusations?
No. I am interested only in your interactions with the accused. You travel with her, do you not?
I do.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever observed the accused causing, or near, any acts that compare to the destruction at Ember?
I really don't think that...
Answer the question.
No.
Not even your home?
Well, yes. But that was
You
different.
idiot, Chandra!
And wasn't your home attacked twice?
Yeah,
and
but it
is
was
now
lizard
burned to the
boys,
ground?
obviously, not us.
Yes, but that was after...
Next time
Oh,
when
you're
I
so
ask you a
shit,
question, I
Chandra.
want you to answer it, Chandra, without objecting or giving me exceptions. You are safe here, and you need not fear the accused anymore. Because you see, what I am most concerned about, Chandra, is what
We
you
have
think,
influence. She
what
loves
you
us.
Really
She's
think
like
of the
weirdly
accused.
into us, in
we
fact.
know something of her activities in Neverwinter already, as well as the lands around. So think carefully before you answer.
Hope you've been treating her well. She's about to come clean.
Is she someone who might do such a thing?
No, she is
Yes!
a good woman who cares about others. To hear her slandered like this makes me angry at the... injustice of it.
Angry enough to attack? To kill those who stand against the accused?
Chandra, you're so shit.
I see.
By the gods, if you are accusing me of what happened at Ember...
I make no such accusations. But trouble does follow the accused, oddly enough. Perhaps you are blinded. One can often be in shock after the destruction of one's home. Thank you for all your help, Chandra. I think this matter will soon be brought to a close.
I hope you get what you deserve, Ambassador.
Don't
My
threaten
dear,
her!
all I want
We're
is
in court,
justice.
Chandra! Fucking hell! I know you're a farmer, but try and act like you've been here before. I'd like the chance to call my witnesses now. Do I have any fucking witnesses? Sand, do we have any witnesses? Because this could be very embarrassing if I say we do and we don't. Your Honor, jury of the court, I'd like the chance to call my witnesses now.
In a moment. But there's one more witness who's critical to this case. Why, I call the accused as a witness. Of course.
Then ask what you will, and I shall of course speak my truth. Bring on the small child and the spider. Yes! If they'll have the spider and the goblins. Oh, we're gonna lose this case. It's Henry all over again. Then ask what you will, and I shall speak my truth.
My question is a simple one. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
Diplomacy. I think that's the one we should go with. This is a bit like that, I don't think anyone's ever actually asked it, but you know that question, like, have you stopped beating your wife? That it's meant to be like a gotcha question for like tabloid paparazzi kind of people. Because whether you say yes or no, it's bad. You have to stop and go, I did not, how dare you? And then they've got your pictures. Call the weasel as a witness. Ambassador, you presume guilt when no verdict has been reached. I am innocent of these here accusations. I'm just a country lawyer. And I start fanning myself with one of those paper fans. Goodness.
So you have not been to Ember? Not seen the dead at your feet?
Ambassador, I went to Ember to see the murder for myself, not to commit it. I do declare. You're trying to get me to say I am a murderer. I am a murderer, says accused. Perform. The tale of Ember is a tragic one. That would be barred, I'm sure. Bluff lie. I had nothing to do with what happened at Ember. You're already boring me. That does not make me a murderer. Only a witness to what was left after the crime, as you well know.
It seems you're simply circling the issue. If you were at Ember, admit it. If you saw the dead, admit it. Just tell the truth for the court, please, and we can move on.
I mean, we did do the funeral rites for them. I could bring that up. Could that be one of my witnesses? Ambassador, as I have said, I am innocent. I mourn the loss of the people at Ember, and I'm at a loss why anybody would try to do such a thing. I'm going more and more Louisiana.
I believe that is why we are here, isn't it? Although you can answer that better than I.
Why did the Luskins kill the people of Ember, you mean? I realize you were speaking in Luskin just now, but in Neverwinter, we call them lies.
Ah, so easily angered. Is that what happened with the people of Ember? Did they ask you a question and you attacked them?
Taunt? Oh no. Okay, I'm not doing taunt because we are shit at taunting. Why is the country lawyer now the accused? We've always been the accused. I had nothing to do with what happened at Ember.
Why do you continually deny your crime? All you need to do is answer for it, and you will cease to be troubled by it. And if you are not troubled by it, then what kind of a monster are you? To kill a whole village of people without conscience, without remorse?
Are you done with your theatrics? I could care less, but no truth will ever be decided in this court or in any other. No, don't insult the court. Is this Knives Out 3? Fan yourself, it's so hot. Whoo boy. I don't think we should threaten her. We should be, we're playing her game. What happened to the people of Ember troubles me greatly. Those people did not deserve to die as they did, and if there was anything I could have done to prevent it, I would have.
Noble words, while your hands are still stained with blood. No more questions, Reverend Judge. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Very well, Ambassador. The accused may now present their witnesses.
May I? I have a brief opening speech with some cutting barbs prepared, but if you'd rather be found innocent as quickly as possible...
Go ahead. I want to hear it. Sure, go ahead. I hate you so much, Sand. But you are less irritating than some of the others, so you can speak.
Thank you, Reverend Judge, Lord Nasher, and fine people of Neverwinter.
Twiddling your bracers.
These allegations are a farce, my lord. I mean to show you the innocence of this woman, a squire of Neverwinter, and the falsehood of the accusations against her. The evidence of the ambassador from Luskin is a transparent, ill-conceived ploy to destroy the life of one of Neverwinter's loyal servants.
Looks at Cry.
The accused has only been a squire for a short time, conveniently promoted after the massacre of the people of Ember. Perhaps as a reward?
Ambassador, you have had your say. Now it is time for the accused to speak. And as for
Shut
you,
up, bitch.
Sam, I would refrain from such accusations without first presenting proof.
Oh, we've got
my
all
lord,
the fucking
the
proof we
difference
need.
Is, in my statements can
I'm
be
getting very
found
sassy.
the truth.
Maybe it's the American
I was
accent.
going to call Callum of the Neverwinter 9, the
Okay.
commander you met in Old Owl Well after the victory there. His voice carries
Oh yeah, we did a
great
fuckload
deal
for
of
him.
weight.
Absolutely. Certainly, call it forward.
For our first witness, I summon Callum of Neverwinter 9, fresh from his victory over the vicious orc tribes in Old Owl Well. Lord Callum, none can doubt
They're
your
pronouncing his name
service
differently
and
in every
loyalty
scene.
to Neverwinter, your successful defense of our sovereign lands. You have met the accused before, have you not?
She was a great help to me in defeating the orc bands at Old Owl Well in earlier months. Were it not for her assistance, the well would now be held by the orcs. The soldiers of Neverwinter and the realm itself owe a deep debt of gratitude to her. And it is a travesty that these foul charges have been levied against her.
Thank you, Lord Callum.
fucking
We are
blown
ever
this wide
grateful to
open.
hear the words of one of the 9.
Lord Callum, I have heard you express that the charges in this court are a travesty, and that they are unwarranted.
And yet
That
you
is
have
true.
a ponytail.
I feel the
How do you
charges are
explain this?
unfounded.
Is it because they are given by Luskin?
Luskin has much to gain by casting down heroes of Neverwinter. Do I trust that Luskin brings such charges in good faith? I do not. Nor do I trust your motives, Ambassador. There is a reason that low justice and high justice were divided by the Luskin-Neverwinter Treaty, and I do not believe that any Luskin court or advocate has justice on their mind.
But you do know that the voice of the accused's counsel is from Luskin, do you not? From the ranks of the Hostour of the Arcane, before he fled?
That
Send!
No, I did not.
Mutter, mutter, mutter. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Imagine being on trial for a murder. Dreya came up to you and went, "Let me defend you. I have some particularly cutting barbs to share," and then stretches out a pair of suspenders for some reason. The history of my here counsel, nor the origin of the charges against me have no bearing on this case. It is Ember that should concern us.
I agree.
Success.
This matter concerns Ember, and whether the accused, who has sacrificed for Neverwinter on many occasions,
Okay, we brought him
merits
back a
such
little bit.
accusations. The origin of such charges or slander on the counsel of the accused has no bearing on the crime itself. I misspoke, but your behavior here, Ambassador, only grants support to my words. If there's nothing else, I think we've all wasted enough time here.
I thank Lord Callum for his time, Reverend Judge. My questions have
She's
been answered to my
horrible.
satisfaction.
She's so horrible.
I see Naya, the herbalist we helped
Yes.
in Port last. I was thinking about bringing her to the stand.
That's exactly
She
what
could
I
be
was
good
thinking
for
of.
our defense.
Nya, we helped her like sprinkle some body juice over the bodies to make them turn into mulch. Why would we do that if we were so cruelly killing them?
The accused calls Naya,
Yeah,
resident
please.
of Port Last. Naya, you encountered the accused in Port Last, did you not?
That's correct. I remember the accused well.
Well met again, Nya. Can you tell us what we discussed in Port Last, Nya?
I am not a native of Ember. That you should all know. I have been at Port Last for the past season to help fortify the town's defense. Though my duties occupied all of my time, I was concerned about the unburied bodies in Ember. I knew from a former acquaintance, a follower of Kelimvor, that after dying such violent deaths, it was
That could
possible
be bad.
they could
That sounds
arise
like an
as
evil
undead.
god.
But I could not see to them and could not convince anyone to help until the good squire came.
Sometimes a sacrifice is required, and I'm always willing to help the good old people of Neverwinter whenever I can.
The squire agreed to put the dead to eternal rest.
To hide the evidence, perhaps? This is meaningless.
It pains me to hear you make light of such an important task, Ambassador. Perhaps you would have rather the dead were raised up as some sort of zombie horde?
I think you have taken my words out of context. But I
Oh, they're
forgive you.
muttering they
After
don't
all,
like you
it
now,
is
you
your
bitch.
life at stake. Now, are you done attempting to hold off a verdict? Or are you ready at last to face justice?
No, at least one more witness, I think, and we shall close the curtain on this stage. Unknown to all, there was another
Baby
survivor
boy!
of the Ember
Fuck
Massacre.
yes, the little psychopath with the dead eyes.
A poor, frightened boy who had to hide in a well to prevent being slaughtered. How did he know to do such a thing? Why, Marcus has a gift of sight beyond sight. The gift
We've got a little
of
magic
seer.
boy. Do you have
And
a little
he knew
magic
the
boy,
murder would
Ambassador?
happen to end the true
Interesting.
identity of the killer. Tell us what you saw, young Marcus. What you saw with your special gift.
It was a huge man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
that
thought we
killed
all
the
had little
village.
magic boys.
I don't know how you could confuse him with her. They don't look anything alike. Maybe he used a magic disguise. But disguises like that don't fool me.
What is this, a joke? You bring a child seer onto the stand.
We live in Dungeons and Dragons.
Ask him a question and then have him lie for you?
Do you have a question or not for Marcus, Ambassador? I'm assuming you also have a magical boy you can bring out to shed light on these accusations? Or is that only our camp that has access to these magical boys? Stop referring to your witness as a little magical boy, counselor.
Of course I do. If he has the power of a seer, then let us test it. Marcus, what do I hold in my left hand?
Your left hand holds an iron ring. The ring of Garius, the master of the fifth tower. You hold it tightly, as if afraid it will fly from you. Every time you touch the ring, you see how
He is a
angry
creepy
he becomes
boy,
when
isn't
one
he?
fails him, and you fear his ambition. It is a ring that is more of a chain than a piece of jewel.
Have your eyes
and
gone
even
white? Oh no,
more
that's
so,
just your eyelids.
The ring
Your
reminds
creepy
you of-
eyelids.
Enough! No more questions. It is a ring, nothing more. But the boy guessed correctly. A parlor trick, surely. But the rest is lies, of that be assured. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Mutter,
Then I shall
mutter,
call
mutter,
our
mutter,
next
mutter.
witness.
Last one, I guess. What is that,
Chandra,
Send?
please come forward.
Chandra again? She was so shit the first time. Are you sure? Alright, let's go with... This is for Ember, not me, Chandra.
All right. You've got a good point. Go on, Sand. Ask your questions.
Chandra, you know the accused, have travelled with her, have you not?
I have.
In this crime of which she is accused, as one who knew the people of Ember, of Port Last, do you
She
really
did live
think
near
her
there.
capable of such a crime?
No, not at all. Look, don't get me wrong. Trouble seems to come at
We
her
cannot
heels,
interrupt her this
but
time.
It's how
Good.
she deals with those troubles that makes me say no. She keeps trying to make
Okay,
things
you're going a bit
right,
too treacly
even when
now.
things are at their worst.
It's
And
going a
really
bit Miracle
hard
on
not to admire
34th Street.
that and stick by it no matter what.
I think that says it all, Chandra. Thank you. I have no more witnesses, Lord Nasher.
We have fucking
The parties
blown you
have
out of the
spoken.
water.
Now all that remains is judgment to be passed. Lord Nasher.
I expect Lord Nasher has already come to the correct decision.
I certainly hope so. It's evident this was a conspiracy to frame a loyal squire of Neverwinter as a criminal of the worst sort.
Your collar's too high, Send.
Sand. I have heard enough from you, and from you, Torio. And it is enough for me to reach a decision. The case before me was a difficult one. But it seems we now know the identity of Ember's attackers. Naval,
Big boy.
I want the ambassador, her retinue, and any remaining members
Yes!
of the Arcane Brotherhood of Luskan outside the city gates by nightfall.
What? This is no verdict. To think the Brotherhood truly responsible.
You brought this case before me. Now you debate my verdict? I would be careful of where you point a sword when you draw it, Ambassador. And remind your masters in Luskan of that as well. I think we've wasted enough time on this. Justice has been done, and...
I claim the right of trial by
What?
Ambassador, I am tired of your games, and I will indulge you no longer.
In a matter of such importance, you would deny me my sacred right of appeal?
You know I can
Lord
turn into a
Nasher
big
do
tree.
That, Reverend Judge? Can he put himself above our god tier in this matter?
He cannot. The ambassador from Luskan is entitled to an
medieval
appeal
period.
as she describes.
You're kidding. We just proved I'm innocent. Fucking smack her one.
Gods, I was hoping she didn't know about it.
And who will fight for you, Torio? This is no battle with
I'm not
words,
gonna fight for me.
Though I would like to see you try to match your wit against the blade of a true soldier of Neverwinter.
Indeed, you are correct, Sir Naval. Luskan is not the
Smack her
aggressor
one.
here, and I only wish to see justice done. But I cannot defend myself and seek justice in
It's
this
gonna be the
matter.
big boy, isn't
is
it,
there
Lauren?
not one who will champion the people of Ember?
Wayne Rooney?
I will.
Yeah,
I
okay,
have listened
good.
to these lies and will answer them with my blade in Luskin's name.
A champion has been declared. Both the defender and the accused are required by law to report to the Temple of Justice in Neverwinter, to undergo the rite of tear, to cleanse themselves in a night of prayer and vigilance. The following morning, the champions shall meet in combat so that justice may be decided.
So be it. After the rite is observed, the trial shall be held in the morning upon the tourney grounds. Arm yourself and be ready, squire, or choose a champion to fight for you. Because, by the gods, we have not come all this way for justice to be denied in this final hour.
So, it seems this will be decided with blood. If that is what it takes to win the day, then that is what we must do. When you are prepared, go to the Hall of Justice and speak with Prior Ham to start the rite of
His
tear.
name is Ham. Look at my prior. We're fucked. Is it gonna just send me there? Or do we get to walk around? We get to walk around. Okay, cool. Well, the trial, a resounding success. Amazing. We fucking rinsed her. However, she does now want me dead. So, I think I'm gonna fight myself. As long... This is the thing. If I fight myself, can I bring my dino with me? And just say that it's my emotional support animal? And then turn into a big fucking tree? Because that could be very fun. I would enjoy that a great deal. That is all I'm doing for today, though. That will be tomorrow. We will finish this thing by killing Lorne, I assume, and hopefully Torio as well, because she is so much more annoying. Why are you holding a cricket bat at me? I'm innocent, you know. Alright, whatever. Let's save. Trial by combat. Perfect. Amazing. Thank you everybody for joining. It was a very fun stream as usual. I will be live again tomorrow to finish this. Finish this quest. I'm assuming the game has 1100 more hours to go. I'm not actually sure how long it is. Let me just check. Neverwinter Nights 2. How long? 60 hours! Oh, Jesus! Well, we're probably like halfway through, maybe. Let's raid somebody. Oh, YouTube. You should go to my YouTube channel. I'll do my ending spiel. If you would like to see more of me, if this didn't put you off this stream, you can go to !YouTube and go to my YouTube. Oh, thank you. It's already been redeemed. Lovely. Or if you would like to join me on Discord or something like that, you can find all of my links at my !links command. It's lovely. YouTube videos go up most Wednesdays and Saturdays. There wasn't a video this Saturday, but there will be one on Wednesday. It was Christmas. I was busy. If you would rather stay on Twitch, then I will raid somebody right now. If anyone is live. Is anyone live? Let's raid this person. Good stuff. Sub count now. My subscriber count on YouTube has reached 757 subscribers, which is fairly high for me. I was languishing in the 500s for a while, but the last few months I have really put a lot of effort, I feel, into my content, and it has showed in the addition of subscribers. So thank you for everybody for that. I hope to continue making fun stuff. Anyway, goodbye everybody. Bye!